YHOBH Kyle Richards reveals consequences of fame and money. All over the world, people dream of reaching fame through reality stardom. But Kyle Richards, star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, recently warned fans that fame and money come with a price. In a new interview, she admits that her life certainly changed when she gained worldwide recognition as Bravo star, but not all the changes were positive. Roy obeys Kyle Richards' dishes on the dark side of the limelight. Kyle Richards recently appeared on Bravo's Hot Mic podcast to discuss life's many changes that accompany divorce. Her ex Mauricio Umansky previously appeared on the podcast and insisted they had a wonderful marriage at one point. Sadly, the pair went their separate ways, even though they still care about each other. The Bravo star largely agreed with Mauricio there. According to Kyle, it wasn't the show that ruined her marriage. It was all the attention that came along with it. Every situation, every marriage is different, the RHOB star shared. For us, it had nothing to do with the show. We did the show together for many years, and we were fine through it. I was very happily married. The show did not affect us in that way at all. Kyle went on to add that Mauricio Umansky was always her rock during the challenging periods of her life. She noted the money and the attention that comes with fame certainly sparked tension in her marriage. The reality stars built a life together, starting from scratch. It's not at all uncommon for reality television stars to have marital struggles while filming. The RHOB stars are certainly no exception. But in the interview, Kyle admits Mauricio helped her navigate through the pressures that came along with the show. She recalled the early years of their marriage before reality television fame. And at the time, Mauricio's real estate company was still in its infancy. "Remember, we started out with nothing," the Bravo star explained. "I had 3 kids and a 2-bedroom apartment." Landing spots on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills marked a major turning point in their relationship. It opens up a whole other world. You know, you're traveling, you're going places. He's getting attention that he didn't get before. There's more people looking at him all of a sudden. He's a rich man. It's a very different situation, Kyle shared. Kyle Richards sat back in her opulent Encino home, sipping a glass of sparkling water as the afternoon sun filtered through her oversized windows. To the world, she was the glamorous, ever-elegant mainstay of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, a woman who had built an empire from reality TV fame, real estate, and a deeply rooted Hollywood lineage. But behind the designer handbags, luxurious vacations, and perfectly curated Instagram posts, Kyle knew that fame and money came with an unspoken cost, what she had been paying for decades. The price of a name. Being a Richards in Hollywood wasn't just a blessing, it was a burden. From a young age, Kyle had watched her mother, Big Kathy, maneuver the industry with a sharpness that left little room for error. She and her sisters, Kim and Kathy, were raised to understand that success wasn't given, it was taken. But as Kyle ascended to fame in her own right, first as a child actress and later as the reigning queen of RHOBH, she realized that success wasn't just about making it. It was about surviving it. The thing about fame, she mused, swirling her drink, is that it never truly belongs to you. It belongs to the public, to the tabloids, to the fans who feel entitled to your life. The past year had been particularly brutal. Her decades-long marriage to Mauricio Umansky had become a spectacle, with rumors swirling about a separation. No matter how hard she tried to maintain grace under pressure, the whispers of scandal followed her to every event, every interview, every moment she dared step outside. Money changes everything, and everyone. Kyle had seen firsthand how money could build empires and destroy relationships. She had watched friendships crumble over unpaid debts, sisters turn into adversaries over inheritances, and husbands become strangers in sprawling mansions. "People think money solves everything," Kyle said, her voice tinged with melancholy. "But it complicates things in ways you can't even imagine." She had learned that lesson the hard way when the feud between her and her sister, Kathy Hilton, reached its boiling point. What had started as a disagreement over a television show, Kyle's American Woman, loosely based on their mother, spiraled into years of hurt, misunderstandings, and public drama. Money, success, and the spotlight had magnified every flaw in their relationship, turning sisterly love into tabloid fodder. And then there was Kim, the sister she had fought for, defended, and at times tried to control. The dynamics between them were laced with a painful history of addiction, betrayal, and love that never quite found its footing in the chaos of their lives. The cameras may have captured dramatic moments, but they never captured the heartbreak of watching someone you love struggle in ways you couldn't fix. Fame is a double-edged sword. For years, Kyle had been the glue of RHOBH, balancing the ever-changing alliances and feuds among the cast. With Lisa Vanderpump, she had built what seemed to be an unbreakable friendship, until it shattered under the weight of Puppygate. With Dorrit Kemsley, she had developed a camaraderie that weathered ups and downs, but even that had its limits. And then there was the matter of her marriage. Kyle and Mauricio had been the couple everyone envied. They were the ones who had it all: the beautiful home, the thriving business, the stunning children. But fame didn't just shine a light on their successes. It highlighted the cracks. Every tense moment was analyzed, every absence was questioned, every cryptic Instagram post dissected. The pressure to maintain the illusion of a perfect marriage had been exhausting, and at some point, reality had caught up with them. The real cost of luxury. Despite the glamorous facade, Kyle often found herself longing for simplicity. "I miss the days when my life wasn't under a microscope," she admitted. "When I could go to the grocery store without wondering what story was going to be written about me the next day." She had all the wealth and privilege in the world, but there were things money couldn't buy: peace, trust, and the ability to exist without constant scrutiny. She worried about her daughters, about the way fame had already begun to shape their lives. She wanted to protect them, but she knew firsthand that once you were in the public eye, there was no turning back. The hardest part, Kyle confessed, wasn't the headlines or the rumors, it was the moments of self-doubt. You start to wonder who you really are outside of all this. Outside of the cameras, the red carpets, the glitz. Who am I without RHOBH? Without the wealth? Without the name? She wasn't sure she had an answer yet. Moving forward. As the next season of RHOBH loomed, Kyle knew she had decisions to make. She could continue to play the game, to be the Kyle Richards that fans expected, the stylish, sharp-witted, drama magnet who knew how to navigate the storm. Or she could step away, finally reclaiming the privacy she had long lost. Would she? Could she? For now, she wasn't sure. But one thing was certain: fame and fortune had given her everything she had ever dreamed of, and taken just as much in return.